Tocino, I love you. This
What
is
up?
my.
What up? What up? Yeah.
You know what, my brother?
What's up?
It's Women's Day, Women's Week, Women's.
Women's.
Yeah, it's all about the women's ladies, the sexy, sultry, savory beauty, and more importantly, intellectual beings that we tend to not understand. It's all about them today.
Let's make it happen.
Ready?
Whenever
You
you are.
sure? Ay, papa. Oh my God, mi gente bonita. So you know what? We're doing a little bit different today than what we normally do because you know what? It's all about the ladies today. It's Women's Day just passed by. We celebrated all the mummies, the mamacitas, the mothers, the grandmas, las abuelitas, the aunties, the beautiful aunties. And you know what? I like to celebrate that lady that's cooking up my peanut porridge and making me happy. So we're going to celebrate all of them. But you know what? Docino, we have a very powerful woman that works with us.
Yes, we do. Yes,
And
we
we
do.
tend, I don't know why, and I don't understand, but I'm very grateful that you and I surround ourselves with very powerful women.
That's in our nature, my guy. Wouldn't
Y-
happen.
I, you know what? Before we decided to record this one, I started analyzing what we do and how we do things and who's around us. And whenever a woman pretends to be powerful or thinks she's got something or she's, as they say in my country, la mamá de los pollitos, for some reason we have that power to veer away from them. And we have, like I said, have a very powerful woman that works with us. Not only would I say she's powerful, but she's a warrior through everything she's been through. And you know it better than I do because you've known her longer than I do. But she's definitely a provider because she provides to us love, attention, care. And even with all our craziness, she's been able to provide us with a nurturing, motherly moment that I don't believe she understands how she is to us yet.
She brings that sense of peace.
Oh hell no, she's not peaceful. Fucking you crazy, my
Yeah,
brother. I'm trying to right here
listen,
for peace.
listen,
Peace.
listen.
Está loco.
Talago nada. She brings that peace. You may not think she does, but she does.
Okay,
Because
okay, okay, okay. I'll
the
let
way,
you have your moment.
the way how you and I go on and we get in the she's with us, it's like, okay, guys, like bring it down a notch, yeah. But she's
Okay,
just
okay, okay, okay. I'll let you be. I'll let you be. I'll let you be.
she's local like us too. So you know what I mean? Local,
Oh,
sorry.
she had to be loca because you know what? If she's local, we got an even bigger problem. Loca,
Dude,
loca, loca. Yo, she's on two different screens. I'm watching her popping in here. But before we talk to her, there's one more word that we used to describe her today, and I want you to tell us why we chose this word. We also called her a lover.
because she knows how to love.
Mm, I think there's a better description of her with the word lover. And I'm not talking naughty because no.
No. She's a
The
lover.
reason,
She's a lover of life. She's a lover of things that make people empowered, inspired to do better, either in life and with their with their journey and with everything that comes with that. She's a lover of passion. She's a lover of going forward and doing better for not only herself but the people around her.
you know what else she's a lover of?
What's that?
Cheesecake. I don't know. I'm just bugging you. Let's bring on Melody J into the building.
That's where she.
Melody, welcome in, my dear.
D. D. Jeez.
I love you guys. I love you guys. Cheesecake's pretty good though. I do like cheesecake. I don't love it, but I do like it. That's not bad. That's not bad. Thank you so much for the edification. That was beautiful. I appreciate you guys. And I am so honored to be a part of this family, you guys. I say it over and over to you, but you guys don't understand. I really do love part of this family. Appreciate it. So
What she
Well,
said?
she went. I heard. I This is what I saw. So,
That right?
like, all that was missing, honestly, my brother, all that was missing. I don't know where she just went, but all that was missing was for her to turn around and go,
Right?
"Dinner has been made."
Oh Lord.
I think she's getting herself situated, mi gente. However, we'll keep on going with the show until she's good to go. But you know what, Bacon is true, and you know why I think we're able to be okay, and we actually want powerful women around us.
Why we want them around us? Because I know having powerful women around us maybe kind of keeps us in check with certain things.
Mm.
That's how I look at it.
And
Having,
I like that answer.
like it's one of those things where if you know you're surrounded by people that you can dictate how to deal with them in a way that there's no pushback, let's say. I'm not saying that nothing like evil or anything else, just the fact that you can tell them, oh, this, and this, bang, 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 and no question asked, this and that. They'll do it for you, no problem. You know? And not to say that's a bad thing, depending on what the situation is or what it's about, but it's a simple fact that having someone who's empowered, who has structure, who has things going for themselves, you'll tell them, hey, no, I think maybe we should, and they can offer an opinion or a flip side to what you're trying to have them do or have them not do for that matter, and they stand on their own. And it makes people realize from time to time that, hey, I gotta watch myself and how I conduct myself with this person here compared to someone else, depending on how they are, right?
See, I kind of get what you're saying. Because yes, with somebody that you can conduct yourself and be real, and you can be you, your life is better. And if you have a coworker, you have a team, you have a wife, a lover, a mistress, and I'm not talking mistress as in cheating, as in y'all ain't married and y'all just doing the hokey pokey. Life is better that way. But you know what I was thinking when I was analyzing this and taking my time earlier today prepping for the show? I realized that both you and I have something that a lot of men don't have.
What's
And
that?
this is why they're not able to respect women like you and I do.
What's that?
We've had strong female figures in our lives that have invoked us to be gentlemen, that have invoked us to respect,
Mm-hmm.
accept, and try to shut up and say, okay, dear, I understand that, even though you don't understand shit what's going on.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong. If you turn around in front of your grandmother and said to your girlfriend or your wife, hey, pendeja, who you think you are? What's grandma going to do? Whoosh.
Yep.
What do you mean? There goes the
Yeah. If you don't
whatever's around.
catch it in the face, you catch it in the back of the head. Or something's
If
coming.
you're if you're damn lucky to get in the back of the head, trust me. I turned around one day, we were joking around with my mom, and I said something. I thought we had that freedom to speak, and just like any regular Latina, that broom came flying, mofo. I just, hey, you're buying me a new one, Senora. You broke it.
And you're buying a new one? That's it.
Yeah.
That's how you know. Like it goes.
But you know what? We still bought it. So I think this is why we're able to accept when Mel comes on and says, guys, this isn't okay. I think this is why we're able to turn around and say, hey, Mel, you look good today. And not have any sexual innuendo in it.
True.
And turn around and have her turn around and say, hey, guys, you know what? Wow. You look good today. And know that she's just being a human being that's complimenting us for how she sees and what she sees instead of saying, "Oh my God, she wants to sleep with me. Oh my God. Oh my God." It's true. Think about it. If Mel right about now turned around and said, "Hey, Bacon, you know what? Last night I was in the shower and you came to mind. What's she gonna turn around and say? You're gonna be like, I'm happy. You know what? Why did I come into your mind? Any other man's gonna be like, oh, Mel, you thinking of me in the shower? What else were you doing? But
Mhm.
because we know and respect her and we love her and we know she's a strong woman, when she turns around and thinks about us at any given time, we turn around like, okay, I'm in trouble. Okay, she's gonna give me some sort of lesson, or better yet, why are you worrying about me?
Yeah, very true, my
Gee,
friend.
we got her at this moment. This is why she went off screen. We got her exactly at the moment. She didn't even know what to say, so she went off screen. But you know what, it's important. It's important that we have these conversations and are able to accept this because during our entire change of mind, fixing our mental health, accepting our mental journey to becoming a better us, part of it is accepting who loves us and who doesn't.
And recognizing who loves us and who doesn't.
And that's the hardest part because sometimes we think they love us, but they're loving that bottle we just bought. They're loving that moment that they just turned around and gave us. They're loving that Ferrari that you're driving in the driveway.
Mhm.
They're loving that mansion you're driving.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Are you gonna accept that you know what, that you know that they're not there for you, or they're just there because of whatever situationship that you put yourself into? Or are you gonna be smart enough to turn around and say, you know what? She's taking me. I can see this now. How do you feel, Bacon?
I love independent. I love strong women because they they carry themselves in a way that I try to carry myself as a man. So I've had strong figures in my life. My grandmother always that I talk about. She's been my ultimate independent woman, just because of the sacrifices she made to go the lengths she did to make me or her for her to become my legal guardian and take care of me from the time she did, which when I was 6 months old. And she used to be in the carpentry. That's what was her one of her main jobs before she took on taking care of me. So she had to leave that in order to take care of me. And uh, honest, I never had the opportunity to ask her, but I I don't know how much that meant to her for her to do something like that for me. And I'll always be grateful and appreciative for her taking on the role of being my mother and dad and raised me the way she did, and following along the lines of what she used to do and how she carried herself, how she conducted herself. And she raised me to be the man that I am today, to you know always respect women, always make sure that you stay true to yourself in regards to how you take care of a woman, or if you're with a lady, make sure you open the doors, bring flowers, be that gentleman that I raised you to be. If you call a woman a derogatory name, remember you're calling me that. You take actions against a woman, you're taking actions against me. That's how she raised me, in regards to knowing how I conduct myself with a woman in the ways that if she was right there guiding me.
So getting away from family, because we're always talking about our family and how we appreciate our moms and our grandmoms and the beautiful ladies in our lives. Getting away from our families. If you were to look at a celebrity, as female a celebrity, who would you say is a good figure or has been a good figure that some way somehow has influenced your life?
Okay. Yeah, to put me on the spot with this one. Wow. I would have to say, if there was a celebrity that I can think of that kind of, or in a way, inspired me. Is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that would probably be Jillian Michaels. Now, if you
Oh.
don't, if I don't know if anybody knows who that lady is, she was the host of a show called The Biggest Loser. Um, I got inspiration through that because, again, I know we've spoken about this before, but again, you asked the question, so I answered you. When I started watching that show, I never believed I can lose weight the way that I did at that time, 6 7 years ago, and the fact that people were on TV, some people bigger than I was at the time, was putting themselves out there for the world to see in regards to trying to lose weight and get better. It takes a woman or whoever is hosting to do something like that for the betterment of other people, no matter if it's scripted or whatever the case is. When I watch that show and see how she puts her effort into other people's lives, regardless of the screaming and everything else, or the frustration that a contestant has compared to what she has, or whatever the case is, watching her do that every single day throughout those shows, it kind of got me to say, hey, you know what? I think I can do this on my own and make a difference for myself, and probably inspire those who think that they can't do. So in turn, what I started doing is, when I was in the process of losing weight, in the weight loss journey I had the first time around, I was posting every day, and I had people messaging me that not even on my list to say, hey man, I'm not on your Facebook or your Instagram, but I've been seeing your story, and because of you, I got me and my cousin in the gym and we lost 50 pounds. So I bring up her because that kind of really got me going in regards to my own weight loss journey at the time. And she's someone that really, like, I watched that show religiously through all the seasons and see the kind of impact that she had on people. And again, she's a celebrity, and she was someone that I like looked into. My grandma would watch it with me from time to time, and I think she was one of the ladies in my life at the time that inspired me to do what I did all those years ago, which I plan to do again. So yeah, how about you?
I knew that one was coming. You know what? Wise, I'd have to say there's three different characters. Well, two characters and one woman.
Okay.
You're gonna laugh. You ever watch Golden Girls?
Well, mate.
Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what? When you listen to an older person speak and you listen to them give you their advice of life, it's not just for fun. It's not just it happened. No, it's reality. It's what they went through. It's their life. It's what they put up with, what they nurtured, what they gained, the rawness of that character, of her character, is what many of us need.
Yeah.
The second one, you're going to laugh. But you know what? Growing up, you remember Married with Children?
Mm-hmm.
Remember Peggy Bundy?
Mm-hmm.
He inspired me not to want a woman like that. Yo, seriously, a woman that's just gonna sit at home, eat bonbons, and have a half decent body. My brother, I'm a creator. I'm an entrepreneur, and I'll call myself. And this is something I don't say too often because I don't like people thinking that I'm conceited. But I'm a leader. I need a leader by my side. I don't need some follower that's gonna follow my footsteps and just okay, okay, yeah, that's what you want, sure. No, man, I need somebody that's gonna turn around and be like, yo, listen, I love you, let's do it right. Listen, You're doing this wrong. How can you talk to people that way? How dare you? You know what? When somebody stands up to me like that, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
I like you.
Mm-hmm.
Do it again. Do it again. But this, oh my God, I just, give me this. Give me that. Yo, bro, no. Like that woman really inspired me not to want a woman like that. Nah, nah. And a woman that really motivated my career and motivated me to become better and want more in the entertainment industry. And I know this might sound cliche to a lot of you, but Celia Cruz.
Mm.
Everybody that you've talked, well, at least I've had the opportunity to talk to, and you see it in the interviews and you've heard it in many places. If you actually had the opportunity to meet her, she was a mother to you. For the 5 minutes that you were with her, for those 5 hours of that lifetime, she was a mother to you. And she would nurture you. And she would grab anybody and nurture them,
Yeah.
grow them, inspire them. Women like that are amazing. Women like that is the reason why there's so many beautiful things in the world. And I'm not talking about all the materialistic BS. I'm talking about, you know what, that young man that was just seeing grandma cross the street and, you know, he stopped traffic because grandma could have gotten run over. So he stopped traffic to make sure she's okay. Especially over by, you know, the old folks' homes near Jane Street on Kennedy, where all the old folks' homes are. Yeah, man, places like that. That's what women like that inspire. And that's what you can see out of your grandma, my grandma, Mel's mom, my mom, that have brought this into us, that have enlightened us and nurtured our lives, whether we thought it was right at the time or not, whether we believed it was right or not, whether we accepted, because I can guarantee you that all three of us did not accept that slap in the bum, that talking to, that moment where when we're like, yo, I don't want to talk to you, I'm done with you. And yet they're there still giving us hell, putting us in our place, and we're sitting there and be like, nah, man, no, 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 no. But they turn around and they're like, you know what? One day you'll thank me.
Yep.
So
My grandma's line to me was, "Don't worry, you're gonna do something when you get older, and then think of me." And that was my grandma saying to me all the time. You're gonna do something, and then you're gonna think of me.
my grandma used to say to us, I'm here right now, but after I'm underground, and these eyes that the worms are gonna get to one day have disappeared. You little blah blah blah, and whatever choice of colorful word she would love to use, say you're gonna know that you're in the place where you are because of me, and you've overcome because of this and this because of me.
Yep.
And it's amazing to be able to take a moment like today, because you know what, any day and every day, every year, every year and every single May, we celebrate our moms. We celebrate grandma. We make them a nice meal. We take them out. We turn around and have a barbecue or go to the nice restaurant, give them flowers. Some of us write cards. Some guys turn around and write a song for the mother. And then there's others that just don't do nothing for them. But we're privileged today to be able to celebrate women. Because you know what, as we've said it in the interview, you guys are going to see this coming Friday. We men, we're very dumb. We don't understand a lot of stuff. And the funniest part is, you'll attest to it. Most of us guys will attest to it. She can be next to us, and it's going, and those lips are going. And we're going to turn around and say, so you expect me to do this and this and this? You don't understand my point. And literally, we
Nope.
don't. And you've got people that'll never understand. But you've got empowered women, intellectual women, loving women, providers to turn around and say, you know what, time out. He's my coworker. He's my man. He's my man. He's oh, we're not gonna go to that one. I don't want no fine today.
Mm-hmm.
Um he's my son. I need to change for him. I need to find out how to speak to him so he understands me. Because correct me if I'm wrong, Bacon. There's been times that you're like, what is she saying? What the heck is going on? Because me no comprende.
Nope.
Correct me if I'm wrong with anything I'm saying right now.
No, for sure.
Guess who's back? Back. Shady's back. Back.
Guys, life is life.
Look at her. She's like, y'all talking about me this way?
But I heard you guys, and you guys are like so on point with everything you're saying. You're so right. Everything you are saying is so right. And we women are so powerful.
Y'all are.
And yeah, I
and not
totally,
all, which is sad.
no, not all. It's true. And it's right what you guys were saying. Like, I'm happy to be a part of the team and ground you. 'Cause I feel like, when I need to ground you guys, I ground you guys. And it's only because we connected. Like, we are aligned and we connected, and that's just like a woman's touch that you men don't have. And it's pretty much like what we were talking about with the, like you were saying, Mendes, the show that's going to be airing on Friday. It's really, there's a lot of things that men don't have that women have, like that, like sixth sense, I guess, in a sense you could say, right? But yeah, I heard you guys, and you guys are like, oh, don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all be learning. Y'all be learning. So, honestly,
Yeah.
ladies, it's amazing to have you guys around. And I can't say all because some of y'all are still children. Some of y'all are still 40, 50, 60-year-old little girls. Bring the emails. I dare you. I dare you to come on the show and fight me on this one. I dare any woman that has the audacity,
Oh,
the tenacity to come and fight me on this one that she's a woman and not a child. Bring it. Because you know what? There's women, there's ladies, and then there's little girls. And you know, it's okay to be a little girl because you haven't grown up yet. You were 50 years old, still in the clubs. And you're questioning why.
Hold up. Because I still go to the clubs.
Are you in the club every
And
weekend?
some
though?
people might not agree with it.
No. Are you in the clubs every weekend?
Every other weekend. Every other weekend. I'm in the club frequent. I mean, I don't want to say every weekend, every other weekend, but I
Okay, so let me clarify this. Let me clarify this a little more. Let me give a little light to this. You're 50 years old. You're going to the clubs to pick up. You're getting drunk. You're high as a mother. And I'm not using mother in the proper way. You're constantly being seen with, a Rolodex of men coming through your home. There's a revolving door issue there. My favorite one is when I hear a woman say, "Ay, es que él me da mi colágeno. I'm getting my collagen fix." Then you ask why. You're old, lonely, and alone.
jeez.
Yo, we're abiertos. We're speaking for real. We're speaking honesty.
Yeah, you're right. We're abiertos are speaking the truth, but I think that every person is individually different. Everybody's individually different, right? And I personally don't like to put judgment or pass judgment on wherever a woman or a man, but because we're talking about women, let's stick to women, wherever a woman is in her life. So if a woman is in a stage of her life where at that present moment she is going to be having a roster of men in and out of her home, I wouldn't agree with that. The in and out of the home is kind of like, oh, especially if you have children, maybe do that like outside of the home. But I can't
It
pass
still
judgment
gets
because I
back to
don't
your
know what
kids.
her life is like. I don't know.
It still gets
I
back
don't
to
know
your
what she
kids, though.
lived. I don't know what she's going through. Yeah, it gets back to the kids. I agree. I agree that you shouldn't bring different men into your home because that does, like, you're a product of your environment, right? And I'm big on that. You're a product of your environment. So as a woman, if I'm bringing a roster of men every single day, a different man, what am I teaching? Especially if I have female daughters, what am I teaching my sons? That it's okay when you grow up to have different women that you go see? Or so I completely understand that in that aspect, but at the same time, I just kind of don't like to put a judgment onto why that woman's doing that, or you're a hoe, or you're your little
I'm
girl,
not
or
calling anybody
because we
names.
really don't know what that person's living.
No, but okay, go on. I'm not calling anybody
You're not
names.
what?
Calling anybody names.
No, okay,
Okay, I never, I
okay.
never,
What are you?
I never. Not no point that I turn around and use any vernacular that's demeaning or derogatory.
I mean, but she'd be a hoe. Just said.
Yo, I'm not. Again, yet again, I'm stating facts. I did not say anything demeaning or derogatory. Because you know what?
No, not at all.
You couldn't go through so many things in life. And yes, we all have our stages that we are, as you just stated, we are a garden tool. But at the end of it, when does it stop? When are you going to mature? When are you going to let all of that go and be? Because, and I say this because I laugh. I will sit there, I will conduct business, I will be at a woman's seminar doing audio for them. And I hear all these women, oh, soy empoderada. I've got this. I'm that. Why can't I find a good man? Why is it I'm not good enough for so and so? Did you ever stop to think why? Did you ever stop and turn around and give yourself that opportunity to say, you know what? This is why I'm not good enough. I'm the problem. Because you got to remember, both men and women, we bring that aspect of being a problem. We all have some sort of skeleton.
Mhm.
We all have something to overcome. We all have something to further correct. And this is why I say you've got little girls, you've got ladies, and you've got women. Because you know what? A little girl, a young lady, she's still developing herself. She's still fixing those issues. She's still going through all those things to become somebody better. And then you get to the stage where you're a lady, where you know who you are, you're still fixing yourself, and you're choosing to take the time to correct your pains, your hurts. And once you're a woman, you know you've acknowledged all of this and you fixed it. And not fixed it completely because we never completely fix ourselves. But you're at that level that you can turn around and say, you know what? I'm out with my girls and I don't need to pick up some dude just to feel fulfilled for the night. I'm out with my girls and I'm having fun. I have my man at home and I'm good. You see where I'm going with this? There's a huge
Okay.
difference.
There is, but at the same time, I don't put age to it because I
I
know
never
some
said
women that are
age.
in their late 30s.
I never said
Okay,
age.
cool.
But think
So
about it.
let's
Think,
say I
think
know
about it.
I know. Hmm.
Think about it this way.
Think
You
about
and
what?
I are 50 years old, let's say. Okay.
Hmm.
And I come out to a venue and you're there. It doesn't matter what kind of venue it is. And I see you acting a fool, but yet next to you, there's a 40-year-old that is proper, respectable, and isn't trying to just be slimy to get in with a man. And I'm looking for a wife. What do you think I'm going to choose?
You're gonna choose obviously the 40-year-old that's not acting slimy to get with the man.
But if I'm
But
slimy,
what
I
happens if you choose what happens if you choose the 40-year-old that's not acting slimy to get with the man, but then when you get with the 40-year-old, she has mental issues and she's just a whole complete mess and fucks you right up? What
watch
happens
your
then?
language.
Because you see,
Watch
I
your
have
language.
friends, I'm just saying, I have friends who
Watch
are
your
in their
language.
30s, in their 40s, in their 20s. I have friends that are in their 20s, 30s, 40s that are still going through issues. I don't think that it all has to do with different situations in life. But at the same time, listen, I also got girls who be at the club. I got girls who are homebodies. I got female friends that have children, have gone through it, have learned their lessons, and are now ready to settle down. But then there's really fucked up men out there who don't know how to behave. There's 30, 40, 50-year-old
Mel,
men who
watch your
don't know
language.
how to story who don't, but I mean you're just getting me excited here, but they don't know how to properly behave. So I
Like I
don't think
said,
it has anything to do with that.
no,
I don't think it's anything to do
I'm
with
using
that.
an age to give you an idea of where I'm going with this. I'm not saying that an age matters because you can be 20 years
I
old
just
and
feel like
completely.
anything external that you see in a woman, you can't take that for its face value. I get it. You're going to go for the girl that's more conservative, that that's your type, of course. But sometimes those conservative girls that are at the club quietly are the craziest ones. So, I don't know.
Yet
I just
again,
wouldn't be.
yet again, it's all in what you perceive, right? You got to
Baby, can I
remember.
get you to get some input in here? Can I get you to say something? Like you know what I'm talking about.
I'm taking in both sides and hearing both sides of you going back and forth with this because at the
You're
end
your
of
team
the day,
right now.
what was that?
Your team Melody right now.
Oh, am I?
Yes.
I'm team both of y'all because both of y'all got
No,
strong.
I
Like,
seen you. I seen you, brother.
yeah,
I
because
seen you.
I knew
Your
that was
team.
coming. I knew that. Yeah, and you make some valid points. Yes, you do.
He
When I
does.
I'm
It's
just
not
saying.
without any question. You have to understand that there is a mindset, and all of
Yeah,
it
for
comes with.
sure. Both men and
Yeah, but we're not talking about men today.
gotcha.
Don't veer off topic. We're not going to veer off topic today. Remember,
You're right. Thank you.
we need to be honest with ourselves because there are Mel. When you were 20, you were smarter and stronger than half of the women that were around you.
Facts. Very true.
But then there was that one loca that was 50 around you, and I'm just using numbers, age as just as a guideline, not because that's what it is.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
acting a fool. She's 50 years old. She's acting a fool, and you were the one turning around, looking at her, and be like, "Ew."
what the hell?
Yeah, you're right. And I still am. And I still do. And I still go out at
Exactly.
my age and look at, like, I even look at younger girls and I'm like, what the hell is she doing? Why is she behaving that way? No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I give you that. You're
Exactly.
absolutely right.
And it's nothing
No,
against
you're
them.
right.
We're all in a different journey. We're all in our own journey. The difference is, and it's sad because all women, all women, unfortunately, state that because of their age, they are a woman. Because they have a home, she's a woman. Because she has a six-figure job, she's a woman. But deep down inside, is she a woman or is she still a scared little girl who's trying to come out and fix everything?
Um,
And it's the same across the spectrum. And that doesn't have anything to do with race, age, religious beliefs, cultural beliefs. It's sad because women are made to feel that they have no choice but to be that strong feminine power, because the man is too stupid to be able to do this, but the woman has to have that balance, that self control, that self worth no matter what's going on. You are the woman of the house. Control everything. Stop crying and do it. How fair is that? Why is it women are put in that situation? And if the further we go in generations, in the newer generations, you see this more. And women are not being permitted. Like men back in the day were not permitted. Now it's women that are being permitted by society to fix themselves. The further you become a stronger woman, empowered woman, you're a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. How dare you be crying? But yet, deep down inside, because this is what the world expects from her, she's hiding.
Mm-hmm.
And when she finally lets it out, she's seen as a weakling. Or am I wrong with what I'm saying?
I mean, I think it can be right and wrong at the same time. I do believe for some, I do strongly believe that this is being more accepted now, where being vulnerable is like something that is so spoken of now. It is so spoken of now, where like men are beginning to accept that we women don't just belong in a kitchen, we women don't just belong in a home. So it's a little bit, I believe, different in my opinion, where now it's, we can be vulnerable, and we're not looked upon as weak if we are vulnerable, because we're also teaching men to become vulnerable. And it's not making them weak, but as women, I think it's okay for us to be vulnerable, for us to share our testimonials
But
in
you're
order.
saying something very strong right now.
What's
You're
that?
using a very strong word,
What's that?
being a woman.
Yeah, well, what do you mean? I'm using a strong word. Yeah, being a woman.
Exactly. Because women
Hmm.
that know and understand and have that empowerment, that
Hmm.
self love, that self nurturing, that self understanding,
Yeah.
are able to do this.
Right.
And then you've got not females that are not women that can't do this.
Right, right. And that's because
You're
they're not,
going,
it's not time yet. It's not they haven't gotten to their journey, that part of their life yet. But what I'm saying is that we are making it, women are becoming and making things so much more socially acceptable to be vulnerable. We're sharing more of our vulnerability and techniques and things that we do, and we are making it public to say like it's okay to not be okay. And that's helping other women come out and express themselves. That's helping other women to learn that it's okay to be certain ways, I feel, and it's a great thing.
again, going back to my point, there's different levels that we all go through.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that some at a later age still haven't gotten to that level.
I mean, we're not talking about men, but same thing for me.
Yeah, nobody's ever denied like I said from the beginning, we men have more issues than anything else. However, today's about women.
Yeah. No, and I think their time will come, right? Their time will come, and it's a great thing. And like another thing with women that I love, I really love now in this stage in my life. And I mean, even when I started my self-development journey a few years ago, I was always a sweet, loving person. I am a giver. I'm that yellow when they call it in the colors. Um an empath. But I had an ugly attitude towards women at some point, where it was like, oh, why is she staring at me? Or I have a problem with her. I don't have female friends. Females are drama. Female are mix up. I had that ignorant mentality at some point in my life also. So I understand what you mean, where we go through stages in life where as we get older or as we go through experiences, we start to learn and change our ways of being, right? Now it takes longer for others than for some than others, But I learned that, and I became more open to welcoming women, to embracing women, to cheering on for women, celebrating women. Like there's no competition, sis. You and I are on the same. I want to see you win too. And that, I tell you, when you switch that narrative in your mind and you become that person, it's like the abundance of the love in females just pour and pour onto you. That's growth. That's beautiful. And I think that everybody will get to that point at some point in their life, and not necessarily how you may want it, but in some way to how they perceive it that way, I guess.
And that's what I was getting to from the beginning. We all have our own journey.
Yeah.
We all choose to have our journey how we choose it to be.
Yeah.
However, don't call yourself. It's like a man. You know what? 5 years ago, 7 years ago, I couldn't have called myself a man because I was honest with myself. I wasn't prepared, and I didn't know, and I wasn't where I needed to be mentally. And that's where I'm going with it because a lot of women will say, I am, and they'll put other women down instead of empowering them. And this is where I'm going with that. With the whole, there's little girls, there's ladies, and there's women. Because a little girl will turn around and look at another woman, female, that's
Yeah.
doing the exact same thing as she is, and look at it as competition. Look at it as somebody that's there to ruin them. Look at it as somebody that's there to destroy them. But a woman, an empowered woman, will turn around and say, you know what? Wait, what can I learn from you? What can we do together for both of us to grow?
Mm, mm. Yeah, that right there. That right
And
there.
that's the biggest difference because you can turn around and claim, you can preach, you can yell that you are who you are, but you're not walking it and you're not showing it. And this is why, like I said at the beginning of the show, you, Miss Melodious, are an empowered woman. You are a powerful woman. You're a warrior because you don't turn around and look at the girl next to you. Because I saw you with your friend when you were up here. And you got to turn around and say, you know what, girl, you made this mistake, you deal with it. No.
Mm.
You turn around and say, you know what, get up. We are doing this. And that's the end of it. But. No. And what did your girl do? Okay, you're right. Let's do it. Because she understood that she was next to a woman that is going to turn around and empower her, push her, and say to her, you know what? This is where we are. This is where we need to be. And this is where it's going to be. Because I'm not going to let you fail.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's it. That's the key, right? Like, there's the one thing I learned is that as to be a leader, you have to help others. A lot of people confuse that as being a leader, like you got to get to the top. But I learned, and it was like the most fulfilling thing for me. The more women I surrounded myself with and taught them everything I was learning, I was like, the abundance of respect I was receiving, and even now, the messages, the phone calls, the thank yous, like all the appreciation to see women who like would be like crying, not understanding why they're this way, why they're that way. And I'd be like, just trust me, just trust me. It's gonna change, it's gonna happen for you. And it's a beautiful thing to see that I am not in competition with anybody. I'm not here to intimidate anybody. I simply just want everybody to get into a better place in their mind and their life and their careers, and whatever I can say, whatever I can do, however I can be of help to anyone, that is fulfilling. That is what I feel is true leadership for me, to be able to empower someone else, knowing that at one point in my life, I was in a space where it was dark and it was ugly, and I never thought I would come out of it. So that is true empowerment.
Woman,
Mm.
I'm gonna only say this once to you, and I want you to hear you as loud as you can go.
What?
Woman, let me hear you roar.
Ah, no, I can't roar. No. Meow.
Because you know what? What you just said is what a woman would say. I'm
No,
glad you understand my point.
I do, absolutely. I understand your point, and I mean it's all love. It's always love, and I love that Bacon is like super quiet today, but it's only because he's just like I'm gonna let Mel have it. I'm gonna let Mel give Mendez a taste of Mel because I don't want to get in Mel's way today.
You know what? He's just sitting there on his own corner. He's like, you know what? I ain't getting between these two.
Not
I'm gonna be
today.
here.
Not today.
No.
I got my own world. Let them duke it out. But it's not about duking it out. Honestly, it's not about duking it out or trying to put her in her place or trying to put me in my place. You say, you know what? You have to give, as Bacon loves to say, you have to give your flowers to the right people.
Yeah.
And I'm all about that. I'm all about, you know what, encouraging growth. I'm all about seeing somebody that's growing. I don't care if you get better than me because you know what? I was part of your journey.
Yeah.
I don't care if I see a female come to me crying because she's broken down and life is going to hell. I'm going to empower you to grow.
Yeah.
I'm going to empower you to be a better you. And I can say that for my cohorts here. All three of us, if we see a human being that needs those words of encouragement, they might not be exactly the words you want to hear, but they're going to be words that are going to make you wake up.
Yeah, for sure. It's always with good intention and good love, right? Like with love and good intention all the time, right? So that's just that's just what it is.
You know what? Yeah, woman, let me hear you roar. Woman, let me hear you preach. Woman, let me see you be a woman.
Yeah, yeah.
So
All
before I say what I wanted to say, Mel will let you start saying the goodbyes because we are coming to the end of the show. Don't forget you'll be able to hear us on different radio stations now, and online and on FM channels. Plus, you can always catch us here on YouTube, Radio Que Rico. Make sure you follow, subscribe, hit that little bell so that Bacon can turn around and go ding, and we can give you some love. So, Mel, we'll let you start off tonight, and we'll go from there. Bacon, you're going to say something? You're going to be quiet tonight. He froze, no? Oh,
he goes back. My beautiful women, I wanted to wish you all a happy International Women's Day. It's not just one day that you are celebrated. Remember that you are one of the most powerful forces. You are the most powerful forces, and you are in control of everything. Remember that everything you control is right here in your mind, and you've got to always be good right here in order to be good right here, and in order to grow better as a person. Remember to love yourself every single day a little more than you did the day before. Stay strong, stay motivated, stay positive, and remember to always say kind things to yourself. You matter most. You prioritize yourself always. Have an amazing day.
To my powerful women, keep being who you are. Keep inspiring. Keep keep on, and keep going on. Because without you, a lot of people will not have nothing to aspire to, and see if they can get themselves to a place where you are. With your love and with what you share, you inspire others to be better for themselves. So if you have a powerful woman in your life, make sure you keep her close. Make sure you keep her in mind when she's not around you, because those type of women will rule the world one day. MC Bacon salute. Till next time.
Okay, okay. I'm overdoing it.
Oh,
So I'm gonna mute their mics, and I'm gonna give you guys a bit of an excerpt out of a poem I wrote many years ago. Woman, woman, you are feared. Woman, you are strong. But more importantly, woman, matter not where you are, matter not who is around, matter not what is around. Give yourself the moment. Give yourself the light. Embrace yourself in who you are and how great that you are. Because your might is greater than any sword, any pen, or any light. Woman, let me hear you roar. Woman, let me hear you fight. Woman, let me know. Because, woman, today, you are right.